You've probably wondered how to digitize your Super 8 and 16mm films in excellent quality and at a reasonable price. With the Film Digital Film Transfer System. Sure, that's a great option, but which cameras are best suited for this? Besides various cameras from Panasonic, Sony, and other manufacturers, we often recommend the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras. They are very affordable and exceptionally well suited for film transfer. But what about the small Blackmagic Micro Studio cameras? We'll compare them today. A film digital transfer kit is quick to assemble. You can use either your own unmodified projector or a converted projector with an external speed control. The special LEDs, with brightness and sometimes color temperature adjustment, fit into existing lamp holders. And the film digital lenses fit into Bauer projectors and projectors from other brands, depending on the model, with or without an adapter sleeve. This is what it looks like with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K or 6K. And these cameras are really easy to use, have a nice large display, and deliver a perfect image for film transfer or Super 8 scanning. Today, we want to see if the Micro Studio camera 4KG2 can keep up. Many people involved in film production already own one of these cameras. Let's take a closer look at the camera. On the right side, there's an HDMI port and a USB-C output, which you can use for an external hard drive, for example. On the left side, there are SDI in and out ports, as well as a microphone input. You should definitely connect a computer, Mac or PC, via the HDMI port to configure and preset the camera, as there's no built-in display. We initially tried adjusting the camera using a small external field monitor, but the menu was unreadable. The camera automatically connects to the computer, and you can adjust everything using the menu buttons. We decided to record the films on the computer using OBS Studio, which is excellent free software. Unfortunately, the camera itself with attached SSD drive can only record in Blackmagic RAW. While this is a very high-quality option, it always requires post-processing, not only because of the RAW format, but also because the image needs to be vertically mirrored. OBS Studio, on the other hand, also supports formats like ProRes 422. And the best part is, the vertical mirroring and even covering up a perforation hole, for example, can be done simultaneously with the recording and are visible in the preview. For OBS Studio to recognize the camera, you need to use HDMI and you also need an external capture card. We use the Elgato Camlink 4K. It is plugged onto the HDMI cable. But before we start recording with OBS Studio, let's look at the camera settings on the computer outside of OBS. We'll use the HDMI connection again and press the small buttons on the side of the camera. some settings, like the codec, aren't relevant to our method. The actual recording takes place in OBS Studio, not on the camera itself. Other settings, however, are important to ensure a correct video signal is passed to OBS Studio. Unless we're in the USA, Canada, or Japan, we generally set the camera to 50 Hz. For today's project, we've decided on a frame rate of 25 FPS and want to try setting a corresponding shutter speed of 1/27 of a second, just as we would with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. But here we suddenly encounter a problem with the Micro Studio camera. Both the shutter speed and the shutter angle only offer predefined settings. None of the shutter speed values come close to the 27 or 54 that we need. This means we need a projector with fine tuning of the shutter speed. Or is there perhaps another solution? Let's switch the camera to shutter angle instead of shutter speed. It's easy to calculate that we actually need an angle of 333.3 degrees, but that's not available. However, there is a fairly close standard value, 324 degrees. If we now switch back to shutter speed, we do see a 1/28 of a second. But that's rounded. Actually, it's 1/27.8 of a second. And that's already quite close to 1/27 of a second. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera series has a significant advantage here, because you can input the time very precisely. We'll try both, make 2 recordings, and compare the results. The image of the Pocket Cinema camera 4K looks very clean, while the Micro Studio 4K G2 still shows a slight asynchronicity. However, this can be easily eliminated with the flicker-free plugin from Digital Anarchy. Alternatively, you could opt for a modified projector from Film Digital with a connected fine speed control. If we use speed control and set it precisely to 16.66 with standard shutter speed of 50, the results of both cameras look remarkably similar. After all, they have a similar sensor and almost identical software. Another important aspect of the 2 camera softwares is the picture style. Video, extended video, or film. Video and extended video are intended for situations where you don't plan on post-processing the footage. Film has very flat contrasts and is therefore ideal for post-production. Extended video has a slightly wider dynamic range than video, so I would use this style if I don't plan on doing any post-processing. Besides the settings menu, there's also the on-screen menu, which is also displayed here in OBS Studio. It looks almost identical to the one of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. But of course, I can't control it in OBS. I have to use the buttons on the side of the camera. Once the on-screen menu is configured, we mustn't forget to hide it using the Clean Feed function in the settings menu. Otherwise, we would be recording it along with the video. So, everything is set up now, and recording can begin. Our conclusion: the Blackmagic Micro Studio Camera 4K G2 is well suited for film transfer, but we would still prefer the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K or 6K. The price of both cameras is almost the same, and while the Micro Studio camera is indeed very small, light, and compact, Its limited shutter speeds and lack of a monitor are minor drawbacks, as is the fact that it can only record Blackmagic RAW and not ProRes to an attached SSD drive. However, Film Digital's technology enables integration of a wide variety of cameras. Subscribe to our channel and feel free to visit our online shop at filmdigital.com.